I'm Dave Houseman. I'm the BJCP Competition Director, and I'm a Grand Master Level 7 Judge. I've been judging since about 1973, I've been judging since 1993 and brewing since 1991. The BJCP was formed several years earlier, 1985, in collaboration with the AHA, where the newly formed AHA was trying to encourage homebrewing. And part of this encouragement for homebrewing was to have judges brew for competition, to compete against each other. And early competitions maybe weren't as fair as they could have been or as organized as they could have been. So the BJCP came up with several principles. Judging should be blind, so you don't know whose beer is whose. You just have a beer in front of you and it's numbered or lettered in some way that you judge. And judging should be to a standards that both the brewer and the judge are following. So published guidelines, if you would. It could be any guideline, but the BJCP developed some of their own as style guidelines. And because we were looking to make brewing better, not just for competition, you have to provide feedback to the entrant of what the judges perceive and what their thoughts are about the quality of the beer and why they scored it the way they did. So those are the only three real requirements for any competition. However, over the years, the BJCP has developed a number of procedures and processes that judges come to understand and expect. It's not that there's a law that says you must have this or do that, but they're practices and procedures that generally most judges find comfortable. They find that works. And initially, these were just spread by word of mouth. You know, a judge goes to a competition and another competition, and everybody's kind of doing the same thing. And the judge goes home and forms his own competition, and now he does the same thing. So it really spread organically until we decided that we were getting a lot of people with new competitions that had no experience judging at all, or with the BJCP. They tended to be people in state fairs or city festivals and that sort of thing who wanted to have a beer competition as well as support their organization. And so we wrote the guidelines or the competition handbook. We wrote the competition handbook so that the people who had not organized competitions in the past or had not judged them would have a better understanding of what the whole process and procedures are. And again, they aren't laid down as law, they're guidelines for holding competitions, best practices, if you would. And that's kind of how we got to where we are today.